Hey there, YouTubers. Tom here from Tom's Test Kitchen, and this is a chili sauce that I came up with, and I want to go through this again. I have 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter here. I like using unsalted butter because I can add the salt later. And this is a European style, which has a higher butter fat, and it just has a great flavor. I love it. So to the butter, I'm going to add some spices. And I use a New Mexican style chili powder that I like a lot. So I got 2 tablespoons of New Mexican chili powder, 2 teaspoons of dehydrated onion, and a half a teaspoon of cumin. So I'm going to add this to the butter and just get this going to kind of get those the flavors of those spices mixed in well with the butter. And as a lot of cooks say, to bloom it, to bring out the oils and the flavors. So I'm just going to melt this. Then add some freshly ground black pepper, as much as you like. I like a lot of black pepper. This is basically how I start making chili. But this is a sauce, so I'm not going to add any ground beef to it. This is just basically going to be a chili starter. Okay, butter's all melted. Flavors are infused. It smells awesome. And just mix that around really good. Now let's add some V8 juice. This is a V8 juice that I use a lot. This is their spicy hot. It's their spicy hot. It's got a good heat level. So that's 1 can, and then I'm going to add another half of a can to this. I probably could have added both cans and just reduced it, but it would have taken longer to reduce it down. Plus, I wanted to have that half a can left over for breakfast the next day. Oh man, it's starting to smell like chili. So let's go with half a can. Give that a good stir. And add just a little bit more. That's perfect. I'm going to be using this for a bunch of different things. I think I mentioned it before. This would be great for like a barbecue sauce or something. So I'm just going to let that reduce down and simmer, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, that's reduced down about half, and it's nice and thick. It's like a syrup. That's exactly what I'm looking for in a sauce. So let's give it a taste test. And yeah, it tastes like chili. It really does, but it needs some salt. So there's a half a teaspoon of kosher salt and another half a teaspoon of kosher salt. So that's a teaspoon of kosher salt. Mix that well, and then we're going to give it a taste. Yeah, that's really good. Definitely getting to where I want it. But it needs a little bit more salt. So let's add another half teaspoon kosher salt. Stir it up good, mix well. And it needs a little bit more of fresh ground black pepper. Just the seasonings to your liking. You know, if it needs a little bit more chili powder, add that. If it needs a little bit more cumin, add that. If you like it on the sweet side, add a little bit of sugar. Okay, let's give it another taste. No, that's right where I want it for those seasonings. Yep, spot on. Now I want to punch it up a little bit here. I want to add some apple cider vinegar. This is a sauce. I wouldn't use the apple cider vinegar if I was making a pot of chili, but I'm going to be using this for, you know, something else like a barbecue sauce maybe, or something else. Let's just put it that way. So there's a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Give that a taste. That really does help it. It really does brighten up the flavors. Need one more. So that's a total of 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. This is turning into a really good sauce. One final taste. Yep, right where I want it. Really good. Yep, there it is. There you go, chili sauce.